The first thing I noticed was the pen. It sat on the table, silver, expensive, ready. They wanted me to sign. I stepped into the cafe's back room and saw them, my son, his wife, a bank manager with a too-wide smile, and a real estate broker with papers spread like bait. My daughter-in-law gestured to the empty chair. "Let's talk like family," she said. I didn't sit. 3 days earlier, my son had stood on my porch, eyes burning with impatience. "You could change my life, Dad. Just sell the farm. Invest in the business. You don't understand what it's like to have a dream." I told him the truth. "I do. I just work for mine. I didn't take it from someone else." He left without looking back. I thought that was the end of it. I was wrong. Back then, he was my pride, a boy who used to run barefoot across the fields chasing fireflies. I taught him how to plant, how to mend a fence, how to read the sky for rain. When his mother died, I became both parents, holding him through storms real and otherwise. But somewhere between college and ambition, the boy I knew became a man who measured worth in dollars and speed. He stopped coming to Sunday dinners, stopped asking how the crops were. Every conversation became a pitch. Every hug felt like a transaction. The first real crack showed at Thanksgiving. He brought his wife, dressed sharper than anyone in the room, with a laugh that sounded rehearsed. She asked a lot of questions about the deed, about whether the land was liquid if needed. I played dumb. Then I saw the email. It wasn't meant for me. They'd left the laptop open in the guest room. I read enough to know the plan. If I wouldn't give it willingly, they'd pressure me. "We just need his signature." She'd written, "Once it's in our name, we can mortgage it." I didn't shout. I didn't confront them. I closed the laptop, finished the weekend, and sent them home with leftovers. That night, I called a lawyer, the kind who doesn't smile much. We rewrote my will, added a trust, and made sure every inch of that farm was locked tighter than a vault. I also called an old friend, my neighbor Bill, a Vietnam vet who knows people who know things. I asked him to dig. In 3 days, I had a folder on their startup. It was already drowning in debt. My land was their lifeline, which brings me back to the cafe. The bank manager slid the papers toward me. "Just a standard transfer of ownership," he said. The broker chimed in. "We already have a buyer lined up. You'll make more than market value." My son didn't meet my eyes. His wife did, smiling like she'd already won. I leaned forward. "You went to a lot of trouble." "It's for the best," she said. "You can retire. Live easy." "Oh, I plan to," I said, "but not on your terms." That's when I nodded to the door. Bill stepped in, followed by my lawyer, and behind them, a sheriff's deputy holding a folder of his own. I watched their faces shift, confusion, then realization. The deputy spoke first. "Mr. Thompson, you've been served. Fraud investigation." He handed the papers to my daughter-in-law. Her smile broke. My lawyer laid another stack in front of my son. "These are the documents disinheriting you from the farm. The trust is irrevocable. You have no claim." Finally, I dropped Bill's folder on the table. Photos, bank statements, proof of their debts, their emails. "You try to take my life's work for a sinking ship. I won't watch you drown, but I won't let you pull me under either." Silence. Only the hum of the fridge in the cafe's kitchen. My son's voice cracked. "Dad." I raised a hand. "You made your choice. I'm making mine." I stood, slid the untouched pen back across the table, and walked out. Bill followed. The deputy stayed. There was more paperwork to handle. That night, I sat on the porch, looking over the fields. The moonlight touched every fence post, every furrow I dug by hand. I didn't feel anger anymore, just clarity. I'd spent my life tending this land. I wouldn't let greed, even for my own blood, poison it. Sometimes revenge isn't fire and fury. Sometimes it's the quiet satisfaction of closing a door they can never open again.